flow. This is for the fire in your soul. In your soul, your soul, your soul.
Soul cleansing. Soul
Everybody
cleansing.
got problems. Everybody got problems. No matter which yours.
Soul cleansing. Soul
That's why we gotta
cleansing.
call them. That's why we gotta call them. My spirit's so asshole.
Soul cleansing. Soul.
Nearly lost my soul, nearly lost my faith. When I lost my brother, that's the day it went away. Mama cried, so did granny did too. So lost, so hurt, I ain't know what to do. So I yell, and I cuss her back God. Like why in the fuck, how could you do that? Bring that pain in my family, it's something we did. Tell me you mad at me, cause I can't deal. And it's hard to live without my brother, and it's hard to forgive, but still I pray.
Feel the water flow. This is for the fire in your soul. We pray for better days to live our lives and make a change. Feel the water flow. This is for the fire in your soul. In your soul, your soul, your soul. Your soul.
I ain't know what your life like, but I'm just trying to get my soul right. Been struggling my whole life, in the dark with no sunlight. Tired of making up excuses, going crazy about to lose it, in the midst of all the bullshit. Let me take them off for you, baby. Let me take them off for you, baby. I swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy. Swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy. Let me take them off for you, baby. Let me take them off for you, baby. I swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy. Swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy.
About the way you looking in that dress. Beauty so flawless, baby, it's no finesse. Can't even lie, girl, I must confess. Turning me on's what you do the best, yeah. I never know what you gon' do next. Your body is this could exist. Won't tell a soul, I plead the fifth. There's no control, taking the risk. Never say no, that's how it is. I never knew this could exist. Won't tell a soul, I plead the fifth. There's no control, taking the risk. Never say no, that's how we live.
I can't wait to get you home tonight, girl, and tear that shit up. Then you over facing up below, what it feel like. I can't wait to sauce you up, so A1 and tear that shit up. Girl, I tear that shit up, I tear that shit up. Can't wait to tear that shit up. Let me take 'em off for you, baby. Let me take 'em off for you, baby. I swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy. Swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy. Let me take 'em off for you, baby. Let me take 'em off for you, baby. I swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy. Swear to God, I tried it, that's crazy.
Sir, we back. Real Black Fathers of Atlanta. Hey, y'all, we miss y'all. It's been a while.
Hey, a minute.
Jamal, let's get it.
Big girl.
Big Drip, man. You forgot your name?
Right, what you? How you?
It's been a while since it's been that long.
He forgot.
Man, what's up, man? It's Damo.
Hey, what's up? It's Thaddeus.
Oh, this demo. What's up, man? It's your boy Juice, man. We also got your boy Phil on the line. What's
Phil
up,
T.
Phil?
Phil.
Hold on.
He coming in, man. You
You know how it is, guys. Technical difficulties.
Shit.
You know.
You know how we do.
Fellas, what's been going on, man? It's been a while, man. We ain't been back home. We ain't seen y'all. Y'all
Hey,
ain't
man.
seen us in a while.
Yeah, it's
what's
been a
going
minute.
on?
It's been a minute.
Georgia Blue.
Georgia Blue.
First things first. Listen, guys. Since '92 was the last time
Bill Clinton.
this great state of Georgia was blue.
Man. 92?
Hey, man, Atlanta represented, man. DeKalb County, Fulton County, shout out to them, man.
Cobb,
they actually
Cobb,
represent
too.
Cobb.
Cobb.
Hey.
Hey, shout out to Clayco, too, man. Clayton County came in
Actually
strong
started
at the
out.
end.
Clayco was the one that put him over.
Yep, absolutely.
Clay put
Hey,
him
man,
over.
but shout out to everybody who voted for the first time, man. Yeah, I'm
that's
glad
real.
everybody
That's
did
real.
it because
that what was major,
Yeah.
man. A lot of people who have never voted or for whatever the case may be, for the first time, dog. I mean,
Right.
it was magical, dog. To watch us go from, damn, man, he won Georgia again to
What was it, almost 6 million voters in Georgia?
yeah. I mean, it was what 3
Yeah, that was
million,
deep.
prior, for
Yeah.
early
I
elections.
know it was in the fives for sure, but I think it got close to 6 million once they did the
Hey,
final
not
count.
only that, man, they just recounted the votes. And Biden still came out on top,
Hey,
bro.
man.
They recertified the Secretary of State, Brian
Hey.
Kemp, was like, I ain't got nothing for you, bro.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a wrap.
Numbers don't lie, baby.
And to kind of like be spiteful of me, y'all saw he was like, "Oh, we're gonna do a hand count too." So
Listen, man.
even more petty. So like for sure that number is sound.
Yeah.
You know?
And now he's on Twitter. I mean, y'all president's on Twitter right now. Just, still talking about how Georgia still talking
man,
about,
but we
he's still saying he won
we
the
still
state.
got work to do, though, man.
Yeah.
We got work to
tons.
do, guys.
14th is early voting here in Georgia, so if you
Let's
had-
explain,
you know,
listen, guys, this is important. Just a real quick breakdown of why this is important. Democrats need control of the Senate to help Joe Biden and Kamala Harris push through legislation going forward. Okay? It's important. Right now, the Republicans have 50 seats.
Correct.
Okay? We only have 48. We need these two to tie, and the vice president is
Yep.
a tiebreaker.
Correct.
So,
if you're in Georgia, don't sit home this time. Get out, vote. Let's turn this. Let's keep it blue. Let's put
early
those two
vote,
in.
man. That's the thing.
All
Because
day.
you gotta look at it like this, man. Your employers, you gotta understand who they working for. You know,
Right.
so you gotta make it. You do your due diligence to make sure you vote. When you got that day off and you got time during the week to make it happen, don't sit on. Don't push off something you know you can do today.
Right.
You know, my grandma always said that. So make sure y'all do that. So if you got that day off that day, that Tuesday, that Wednesday, make it imperative to make it the first thing or make it one of the first or two things on your list to do that day to take care of that. So
Or
And not only that, man, if you need a ride to the polls, just shoot a DM to Real Black Fathers of Atlanta, right?
We'll find you
Like if
around,
we can't
man.
take you, we'll find some organizations that will take you. So
Absolutely.
very important to make this move because, guys, I think we're flirting at the verge of history, making history in the state of Georgia.
Yep.
So we want to make sure we do it the right
man,
way.
it's the first time I actually felt like my vote count. You
I
know
agree.
what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree.
You know,
I agree.
And even if you lived in a Republican state or even a Republican county, that vote, the
Still matters.
impactfulness
I
that
think-
it moved those numbers is still
I
help.
think being
Yeah.
able to see this election how we saw it, where it was a record number of absentee ballots. So
Right.
they said even before election night that this wasn't going to be ready. It wasn't going to be certified that night of
Right.
election.
Right.
And to see, listen, man, I watched CNN for 3 straight days. It was
I
wake
did
up in
too.
the morning, CNN all day, right?
I couldn't do it.
Hey man,
Right.
shout out to the CNN crew though, man, because they
John King.
John King, I give it to him. Yep, I give it to him.
John King was
Hey,
the man on that
man.
board, dude.
Hey Phil,
Yeah.
man,
I
what you-
actually learned something there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Hey Phil, what you thought about that joint? Especially you down there in Florida. You know y'all Florida folk don't know how to act.
We thought
down
y'all was
there.
gonna come through for it,
Right.
Well, no, it was a good election. I'm very proud. Like I said, just like you said, Rome, I feel like our vote really counted this time. In Florida, in the major cities, if you look at the state of Florida, in the major cities, it was blue. So you have Jacksonville area, Orlando area, the Tampa area. You get down to the Miami area, it was blue. But it's outside. That's the rural area. That's as big in Florida, which is some of those good old boys still down here in Florida. So that's how the state's still red. But if you look at the major populated cities down here, we were blue. So I'm proud of that. But a lot of work to do down here in Florida, but also, like I said, a lot of work to do in Georgia. So I'm really proud of all you guys getting out and voting in Georgia. And I'm actually really proud of Stacey Abrams. As you can see, she's getting all these votes. And as you can see last night, she's continuing to get votes. So, continue to push the ledge. So
Listen,
I'm really
man,
proud of her.
first and foremost, she definitely deserves that because once she lost the governorship, the race, she went right to work, man. And she's been working tirelessly for the last 4 years, man, and it's been amazing.
And how great is it that she's so aware of what's going on with current events and stuff. She was on the battle of the century, right?
Yeah.
The Gucci Man and Jeezy versus.
Man, it was a little awkward
man.
at that point, man. It was a little awkward in the beginning because she came on. I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Stacey," but it was that awkward silence real quick before it started.
It's like having Joel Osteen open up for a Chief Keef concert,
or Future.
Just doesn't make sense.
right.
Like, hey, God is with you.
So what y'all think, man? What y'all think?
My thing is with Stacey Abrams, man. I don't know if y'all understand, but what she did was so impactful, man. She's rerunning. Right. I mean, she should be one of the candidates for a Nobel Peace Prize, man. So you gotta think
Shout out
to be
to
able
Stacey.
to really bring 800,000?
800,000 new voters.
800,000 new voters who were held up for
Various reasons.
miscellaneous or various reasons to bring them back and be able to vote and really see them impact
That's amazing.
an election
That's
in Georgia.
amazing.
Yeah.
Is that not Nobel Peace worthy? Because I've seen worse where they've been given. So
I
No,
think
I agree.
if she can continue or if Georgia continue being blue, then that's a strong. Yeah, she needs to be
I
nominated.
mean, I don't think a result has to happen just for her to have that much impact right now. What it's done, it's amazing.
Yeah, I think
Nice
everybody
stuff.
has a purpose in life, and it may not be for her to hold an office, but it may be for her to help drive change in the state of Georgia.
I mean, it might not be an office, but it might be a cabinet position. Right?
Yeah, that's what she
Honestly,
does.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's named to something.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because she is one capable, two highly qualified. So I mean,
Yeah,
why
I
not?
agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I can definitely see her on the advisory or something.
Like we said, it was pretty funny to see her pop up last night. And as we mentioned, man, the verses of the century. Listen,
Who
guys,
won the versus battle?
I'm going Jeezy.
Atlanta
won.
Atlanta won.
The city won.
City,
Yeah.
man. The city been winning, man. I don't care. Hey, sports teams might suck right now, but the city been winning.
I agree.
We been winning, man.
Well, no, remember
It proved-
United won the championship last year.
Yeah.
So you got that.
But what it proved is Atlanta is still it's the center of the universe. Okay,
man.
Atlanta is the city, the center of everything that.
I feel like nothing else mattered last
I feel
night.
like
but the
folks gonna
versus
move
battle.
here, man. Y'all, that's what I
Stop!
feel.
Don't come here. We
Man.
we are
Like
definitely
we will
more
be
moving.
over
bodies in
the metro area will be over 6 million people easily by 2021,
Really?
2022.
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
traffic shows me that it's
Man, just getting here tonight
Hey,
was
yeah.
rough.
Yeah, you know what? I want to give a big shout out to y'all know this is my favorite rapper, Gucci Man. I do want to give a favorite shout, just a
the
shout out
balls
to my
for that,
favorite rapper, Gucci Man. Here's why: you were able to sit across from a person who put a hit out for you, for you to be killed, and you were able to
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No. Stay strapped. Go listen to it.
I heard it.
We heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
there was a 10K. Yeah, he put a 10K bounded out for him. I listened to Stay Strapped. Listen to it again.
There's nothing on record for that, so we have to say allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. Just don't listen to Stay Strapped. Allegedly. But for Gucci to be able to sit down across from that individual and not jump across stage, actually, if someone listened to Stay Strapped, just let me say this. Let me say this because you know I'm always going to say something controversial. But for Gucci to sit there with a person, actually, we're supposed to have been putting flowers on his grave today if it was successful, but it wasn't successful. He actually was a failed attempt to kill him, and he made it through.
Who?
Pookie Loc. They burst up in the apartment, and somebody screamed, "Hey, won't you go ahead and shoot him?" They wanted his chain, and Gucci responded before they did.
Breaking news.
No, do y'all not know the story?
Hey, Tab, you watch too much YouTube.
No.
I know
That's
the story,
actually
man.
what happened.
No.
What you saying it ain't?
I'm not saying that. Ain't. I didn't know the details.
No. I know the whole details because I followed Gucci for years. But let me tell you.
On tonight's
What you got,
special,
Phil? This guy.
Gucci Man.
What you got, Phil?
No, go ahead, Phil.
Oh no, that's true story. And honestly, there's big maturity on both parts. But like you said, that a man put a hit out on you, and it's been years since you've seen him face to face.
I agree.
And, and for him just to say, he got a lot off his chest. He wanted to start something, but Jeezy brought some facts to the stage last night, and he brought him back down. But maturity of both of them, and you know what? From the outside world, outside of hip hop, they wanted to see us fight last night. They wanted to see everything as a bar.
I agree.
And the fact that we didn't do that, salute to everybody.
And you know what, man? I have nothing against Young Jeezy, but I salute Gucci because when you can sit across from somebody that put a hit out for you, and you still at the end of the day say it's nothing but love, like that's what you call character.
Hey, man, that's what you call Mama Abrams was in the back. Ain't nobody busting her. Ain't nobody doing that with Mama
But
Abrams.
also,
in the back.
I saw a video of Jeezy on the Breakfast Club this morning with Charlamagne,
Yeah.
and they were discussing the whole versus last night. And he and Gucci never actually have really sat down and really discussed everything.
That's
yet.
true. Yep.
Even though last night was an olive branch to each other. Said, hey, you know what? Jesus said, they've never sat down to get each other's point of view from what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like you said, it was growth last night, man, and it's great. It's great to see because most people, you don't even feel the same way. And this we said on the interview. He says, I don't think I feel the same way I did 15 years ago when I made that song. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because Charlamagne asked him about the song.
He asked Jeezy, right?
Correct.
Yep.
And he was just basically saying, I don't think I feel the same way I may have at that time.
Jamal, I'm sorry. It was a failed attempt for murder.
I'm not going to dispute that.
No,
Absolutely was.
No. It doesn't matter. He doesn't feel that way now, but what if he was successful at his attempt and Gucci would have got killed? Then now all of a sudden he probably would have said the same thing.
Right.
But you can't go back in time and say, oh, I messed up. You know what? I tried to get you killed. You didn't get killed. So now I want to call a truce.
What you want them to do now, though? I mean, what else there to do?
No, I don't want them to do anything. I just want to make my word clear that you got to give props to Gucci for being able to sit on that stage.
Ain't nobody Wait,
man.
Let me
find out.
Super fan.
Let me find out you Black Tony.
I'm not Black Tony, man. Man, I'm telling you, man, Gucci, man.
Gucci KO.
That's my boy right there, man. I definitely listened this morning to see what Black Tony.
Yeah, no, that's real. But I just wanted to put that out there, man.
Get that out my chest.
For the culture. You know, we talking about everything for the culture.
Hey,
just
boy, you
understand.
said that from
You got the brick squad on over there?
Yeah. Huh?
You got the brick squad on over there?
Nah, I ain't got brick squad. I'm Team Thad, number one.
Got that dad
But number
price
two,
on it.
when I can see another man sit across from a man that put a hit out for him, and then still not jump across there and hit him. You said allegedly?
They had a hole right there. He would have
Allegedly.
He would have had to
Allegedly?
jump off the
It's not on record.
Okay, let's do this. Let's take it back. And this is everybody know the details on it. 815 Magnolia Way. When I lived in Magnolia Park, a dude put a gun to my head, and I know who it was. And his homeboy downstairs was like, shoot that nigga and let's go. And he didn't do it. He hit Theo in the head.
Right.
Theo had to get stitches. Everybody know this story. It happened at Magnolia Park. Right? At the same time. But will I sit across from the dude who set it up, which I know his name, we never press charges? Hell no. I wouldn't sit across from that dude. He took if he was successful, my life would have been taken.
Right.
And everybody know this.
It takes
Call
a
it
big
out.
man. Listen, it takes a big man
Absolutely.
to do it, right? Like because
Yeah, it
you're
takes a
right.
big
I
man.
couldn't-
That's
if you
because
tried
I've been
my
in a
life-
situation
right,
kind of similar to that.
right.
And I know I would never sit across from another person. I don't care if I articulate well or what my career is. At the end of the day, that shit happened, and most people at CAU know the story.
Right.
So that's where I am on that. So I'm speaking from personal experience.
We see.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I commend Gucci
Passionate.
for everybody saying Gucci, Jesus was a boss, Jesus was this. No, I commend Gucci. You sat across from a man who tried to take your life but failed, and you still accepted his olive branch. Salute, homie. That's where I'm at.
Respect.
Yep.
Respect. Yeah, man, I respect you.
Yep.
Like I said, like we said earlier, the culture won last night.
Yep.
It was a great battle.
It was.
I'm excited to see what comes next. Who comes next?
Who wants to follow that?
I thought T.I. was gonna do it. I wonder who he can go against.
I got Kurt Franklin and Fred Hammond.
And they
Wayne.
get it.
good.
Ooh, Kurt Franklin, Fred Hammond.
Fred Hammond
Yep.
gonna win.
Hey,
Fred
I
Hammond.
don't know what. Are you ready?
All time.
Well, no, you know what? No,
blessing.
Kurt, his stuff it's going.
Kirk already wins. We can't go
young
again.
kids.
Melodies
That's true. That's true.
from
That's true.
heaven.
That's true.
Boy, but that rain down.
Yeah, ain't nobody
Rain
beat. Ain't nobody
Rain.
beat Fred.
Man, y'all might have took that joke a little too far. I was
You're right.
Yeah, but I need to sprinkle some, some God on you, boy.
Jerome now over the Bible app over there.
Hey, Phil, man. So what's been going on down in Florida, man? How's everything with the family?
Hey man, the family's doing good. I can't complain, man. You know, we got homeschooling still down in Florida, so that's keeping us really busy. You know, you try to focus on your work here, and then you got one kid that needs help reading. You try to focus back on your work, you got one kid that's supposed to be on his Zoom in his class, but he's he's looking at other stuff on Zoom. So, you know,
Hey, hold on. Well, you say you looking at stuff at Zoom. Wait, I hope it's a Roblox or something. What
He's playing a game. What are you doing?
What are you doing,
Minecraft?
man?
So America, let me set the story here for you.
Oh shit! Hold on, hold on, Phil. I was just joking, Phil. For real, you got.
We got a
some
story. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Breaking news.
Go ahead.
Let me set the story. So, you know, it was about 2 weeks ago. I got a text from Lil Phil's teacher saying he hasn't been engaged in his Zooms lately.
Oh shit!
So I said, okay, I'll look into it. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, maybe he's just bored.
Right.
Whatever. So I looked into, his browser history, and I can see that he logs into Zoom, but after Zoom, he's logged into YouTube.
Okay.
And he started looking at Roblox and video games on YouTube and whatnot.
I like that.
I said, okay, whatever. So I got curious. I said, let me keep scrolling down in this history.
Just like a parent.
If you keep looking, you gonna
Right,
find something.
right.
Keep looking, you go find something
Right.
for sure.
Big fact.
Kept looking, went about 3 weeks back and seen some stuff that I wasn't ready for to see.
Oh.
All right. So first, let everybody know how old is Lil Phil?
Lil Phil is 9 years old,
9.
guys. And it put me in a predicament that I wasn't ready for.
Hold on. Phil.
Hey, bro, what did you see though?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What you see?
man, I seen that he was looking up high school orgy.
Oh,
Let me remind y'all, he's 9 years old.
Hey, wait, hold on. Hey,
You said high school orgy.
Hey, say that again out.
She said what?
Hold on. Come and say what?
She said what?
Come and say,
She said what?
say what?
Right.
Say that
High
again,
school
Phil.
orgy.
wow.
Hey.
Right. So I asked him
Wow.
about it. I said, hey, man, what's going on with this here? And he goes, hey, you know, first of all, he blamed on his sister. He said he heard his sister say the word sex. And I said,
Hey, that's
I said, okay.
the most man thing to do with lie first.
Right.
Wow.
right.
Deny.
Wow.
Deny.
Hold on. Keep going. 'Cause this shit got to be better. He said, sister
Right.
said, she said sex. How old is sister?
Right, so he looked it up.
Hey,
But
hey,
mind you,
hey,
it's high school orgy.
Hey, how old your daughter, man?
5.
Right.
Sure you know the word me.
Right. So I asked him about it, and eventually he said, yeah, I looked at it, but it was disgusting, so I stopped looking at it. Well, look at this, guys. I said, okay, I get that, but you looked at it 9 times, 9 days in a row. You looked at it.
That ain't disgusting.
Hey, how disgusting is it?
Hey, that boy got a routine.
Yo, he said it was disgusting, but I watched it 8 more times. Like, I had to make sure it was
I had to
disgusting.
verify.
Man, I wasn't sure at
I had
first,
to
but I had to make
verify.
sure it was disgusting.
9 times, Phil?
9.
9 times, man.
That boy should be tired.
Hey, if he got one bicep, forearm stronger than the other.
You know what's up.
Hey, Phil, your son probably not looking like Popeye.
With no spinach.
Hey.
Well, he might be a quarterback real soon, boy, like Goose said.
So man, so Phil, like when you saw it, he was talking to you about it, man. How did you feel about that though, man? Like,
No,
Like,
you
what
know
were you
what? It caught me
thinking?
off guard because I wasn't ready to have that conversation yet, honestly. So it took me about 30 minutes just to put my mind right, what I was going to say to him. So honestly, you know, when it came to like the physical part of sex, he was well aware of what goes on with the physical part of sex. It was the mental part and the responsibility part that he didn't know about. So, you know, from a 30,000 foot level, I had that talk with him about all 3 aspects. And, you know, we didn't get into details, but we had that conversation, and, you know, responsibility about having sex, only adults should have sex. The mental part about it, that, you know, I told him you should be in love with the person first. Yeah, I wasn't ready for it, but it caught me off guard.
Hey,
Crazy.
Phil, this is Thaddeus. I got a question for you. Not to get too far off track, but if your daughter was in that same position, would you have had that same talk, or would you went more in depth?
That's a good question, boy. I probably wouldn't have had that talk. I'd probably push it over to my wife. Let us talk to her first about that one.
I got you. All right. Go ahead.
But honestly, you know what, Thad? Yeah, I would. I wouldn't go into granular details about it, but we definitely got to have a conversation. If you're looking at it, then you're well aware of what's kind of going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's have that conversation.
Yeah.
And he's curious. And I told him it's okay to be curious, but it was the lying part that got him in trouble.
Right.
Gotcha.
So that's how about thinking about my kids. Don't lie. You know, the lie.
I mean, but that's scary.
It always makes it worse.
Yeah, it is scary, man. But you can't knock them from lying, man. Because I mean,
We know the truth, but
That's
it's
serious,
like,
man.
my sister said it.
Right.
yeah. I mean, the first thing that popped in his head.
I know that's what I'm saying.
So can I pose a question? How many of y'all got to talk?
I've had to talk.
What's the talk? The
Let
birds
me
and
tell
the
you,
bees?
my mama's
Yeah,
talk.
like,
was.
I never got to talk,
what
but
the
I
hell?
was a sentence.
What the hell is the birds and the bees?
So
Birds and bees.
Right? Ain't nobody.
My
ain't
mama
nobody had that
sentence.
story. Nobody know
my
what
mama
that
one
is.
sentence was, "Don't bring no babies in this house."
That's it.
That was it.
That's a blanket
That's
statement.
just a
Yeah.
don't bring no babies in
Right.
this house.
So
Hey,
That's
Did you have,
that was
did
his thing.
Hey,
you have to come
I
up?
did.
hey, y'all remember my first
You had the
year?
actual birds and bees combo?
No. I had so I was like Lil Phil. So I was 7 years old.
Oh,
Ain't no
shit,
change.
nah,
That
hey.
explains it.
And
It ain't no internet back then, man. What you had? Playboy magazine?
Magazine.
Boy, you little thought, little 7-year-old thought.
Yeah, videotape.
Hold on, man. There was no computers back then. What did you do?
I
Atari?
mean, honestly, I think
He said Atari. Yeah.
Used to jack off to the little fuzzy
Oh no! I ain't start then. I wasn't doing all that then.
Now we had HBO and we had real sex.
So no, what happened?
Hey, tactical confession.
No, go ahead. Let Dominique talk.
But so what happened? My situation was
Let Dominique talk. Her right arm real strong right now. But go ahead.
He was a quarterback. He
was 7 years old when they called him. But go ahead.
So it was
like 27.
I can't take you.
Nobody can throw a slant like Dominique.
Fucking Arnold.
Get to the chopper now. Get down.
All right, man. So now I was 7. It was a family get together, and we had some friends over, or whatever, at the house. And
You were 7, you said?
I was 7. I was in second grade, and there was a girl there who actually lived maybe 4 houses up. So her family was over too. We were like playing hide and go seek or whatever, and then we ran up underneath the bed.
How to go get?
And then because I had bunk beds. So
you had bunk beds.
So we would climb in the bed, whatever, jump down, hide or whatever. Next thing you know, we ended up on the lower bunk.
Keep going, dog. Fuck you. Don't worry about that. Keep going.
No, go ahead.
All right, lower bunk, under the covers. And we start messing around or whatever. I didn't know what I was doing.
Wow.
But then,
Y'all were kissing?
you're terrible. I hate you.
What was
They were kissing,
No, that's fine.
They were
I
kissing.
wanna hear the story. Yeah.
So, anyways, long story short,
What, you
somebody came in or
smearing each
whatever. I
other's
jumped up,
faces?
jumped up or whatever, and I guess over the next 15, 20 minutes, my dad was like, "All right, here's a talk. Birds, bees, this is what boys
7
do,
years
man."
old.
Yeah.
Damn.
7, man. That's early.
But you know what?
7-year-old.
But you had an older brother
Ain't
though
no
too,
way
though,
I'm for
right?
that conversation.
I do.
He had an older brother too.
Yeah,
To me, you experienced.
Who was 10.
And I think that's why we gotta have our conversation with our kids a lot earlier. I'm the total. I need to have the conversation with my daughter right whenever she ready. We talking about it.
HBO.
And it needs to come from her daddy. Because I rather have that conversation.
The
with her
main
than-
difference between our generation and our kids now is they have access to it.
Right,
true.
they already
At the
seen it. man.
fingertips.
Right.
Yeah.
They can see it on
TikTok.
YouTube, everywhere, right?
You can try to hide as much as you can. But
Social
you can't
media
hide it.
is
Yeah,
Actually,
so as a
really-
matter of fact, when we were 15, what was acceptable then to have that conversation is now like more like 7. So
right.
8,
I don't
9 years
disagree with
old,
that.
absolutely.
I don't disagree with that.
I mean,
sure.
but I can personally imagine right now at 7 talking to my daughter. Now, my daughter has mentioned she mentioned about a boyfriend one time. I'm like, excuse me, what, a boyfriend?
Wow.
Right.
But I mean, I guess when you have kids who see a relationship, they want to emulate that, right? So my daughter's always said, I can't wait. She mentioned this. I want to be married because she see mom and daddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, that talk for us has had to move to a younger age to make sure that they understand what they may see out there.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about it here, in the house because they can get the wrong information out in the world.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
If you let the world dictate their thoughts, you already lost.
You lost.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be real with your kids.
And there's a reason why Google is banned in a lot of countries.
For real.
Because you can literally go on Google, type in breast, and will soon come up a picture of a breast.
Wow.
Yep.
So I mean, there it is, man.
I
So
don't think censorship is necessarily the issue because I think it
it isn't.
represses and these other things.
No,
but I mean,
no, I'm not saying that.
I mean, my
that-
thing is what TV does now. Because look at TV. Even TV forces a lot on a lot. You know, just to me, some of the stuff that shows on network TV is a bit much.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
also,
Yeah.
just remember, guys, we are viewing it from a lens of how we were raised, right? So again, we were raised to view some of that stuff as not morally right.
Yeah.
That
So
is-
let me
the moral compass, honestly, guys, has changed, kind of moved.
I mean, but that's one thing. Is it still morals anymore though? Because when you were looking like it's got to be some kind of
I think more-
standard. It's
I
got to
think
be.
they've
It's got to be a
evolved.
limit, man.
They've
It's got to be
evolved.
some kind of limit. But to me, it still gets to a point where is it crossing the line? Because you're not even allowing people to even get to know it first. So it's like I'm gonna just throw it at you and deal with it.
But that's why schools now don't preach abstinence, right? Most schools, I don't think they preach abstinence anymore. It's
They
more
just say
so
shit. They didn't preach that. They didn't preach
It's
that
all
back
about
when we was in
educating
school.
them, right?
To be honest with you.
They just
Right.
told it. I mean, but let me say this, man. Yeah, they did. They really did.
Practice safe sex.
So I was gonna say this, like, just overall, like, you're gonna have to have that conversation super early these days. Like, it's not like it used to be where you can talk to somebody at 14, 15, 16. Because they're exposed to so many more things than we were when we were younger. But it's a strategic way you can have that conversation. I don't think there's not a right or wrong way, but it's very strategic. And I think you can do that at an early age. I had this conversation with my son, but think about it. Like, just think about who we were and who we are. Like, even if our parents did have the conversation, we still wanted to touch the stove to see if it was hot, right? So
Is the stove or that?
So overall, I think parents should not necessarily focus on having this little structured conversation about the birds and the bees. Like, first of all, let's get rid of that term "birds and the bees." I have no idea who came up with that, but it wasn't our culture.
Oh shit!
So just overall, I think when parents are having the conversations with their children, don't make it so structured, but just keep it real.
Do you initiate the conversation, or do you wait till something happens to have it?
I think initiate.
You initiate.
Be proactive.
You initiate. And it could be very strategic. It could be like your daughter's 5 years old, and you could be like, don't let no man touch you. Like, just small stuff. And then don't let no man touch you.
That's a whole different conversation.
It graduates. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Don't let no guy touch you. Don't let no guy touch you. But that's a strategic way. So when they go from 7 or 6 to 15 or 16, now you've built these little nuggets along the way, and it gradually got more aggressive. From don't let nobody touch you, don't let nobody touch you in your private parts. Then it goes on from the opposite sex, and then it goes on to don't let no boy kiss you on your cheek, don't let no boy kiss you on your lips. All right, if you do this, you got to make sure you do this. And like, I think you have to gradually do it, because I mean, the old school birds and the bees, 16. I never had that conversation, by the way. But at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got to be strategic. You got to start early.
Yeah,
I agree. I think one of the key things that we try to do in our home is create a safe space, right, for our kids to express, they feel something, right? Like, because what I don't want to do is raise a child who represses how they feel and something happens, right?
Yeah.
Like how we as men have been taught to do for all our lives, right? Don't feel, don't show, don't express, what you're feeling, and it leads to other problems, right? So, like, for example, like my daughter put up the note that I put on Facebook about she wanted to face her fear, which is the dark. She put up a note on the wall, was like, "Daddy, don't turn on my light because I want to face my fear." Right?
That's good.
She's 7 years old, so she feels comfortable enough to say, "Hey, this is how I feel," and I want that as she gets older, because I don't want to say, "Hey, I don't want to talk to my dad because I'm afraid that he may do or say something crazy." That goes back to the whole sex talk, man. Like, make sure that your kids feel safe that, hey, I have these feelings. I'm thinking about this. Can we talk about it?
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say also, as a man, we got to start leading by example.
Facts.
Sometimes it's we can kind of get ourselves too far out there, depending on your relationship. So your kids see that. So you want to kind of start becoming an example for your kids. So if you, in and out of different houses or women and men, they're just different relationships.
You form that foundation.
You start that form foundation because that's what your kids start resonating. Right. So, you got to start really just kind of owning up to who you want to become, because your kids is really looking at that. So as a lot of this stuff you don't even have to say, but if you start, kids learn, put it like this, kids learn indirectly all the time.
Yep.
Based on your behaviors, the things you do, everything you do, kids are watching. They start picking up some of your mannerisms. That's why we all become our parents. We pick up their mannerisms, right? So we got to start making sure that whatever we give them is something that we instilling in ourselves to become better people, because we want to build better people. That's the whole purpose. I heard the saying says
you can't pour to somebody something that was important to you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So you can't raise your child to be a certain way if it was never instilled in you.
Because a lot of it's not just a talk; it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's got to become who you want your child to become.
Because your kids.
And if you I was gonna say, as a parent, if you wait till your kids come to you, you're too late. Life is all about being proactive. You don't have to wait till your child come to you and talk to you about sex, right? You want to be able to educate them early on. At some point, like I said earlier, strategically. So, I mean, you may spark their interest, which is which is, I mean, that's just human. But at the end of the day, you could do it very slowly. You know your child, you know your child's strengths, you know your child's weaknesses, you know how they take stuff. So I would say just take your time, work your way in there before the child has to come to you, because by the time they come to you, they have been introduced by a source that's not necessarily has their best interests at stake.
I think the benefit of that could be if you go to them early, they're gonna feel more comfortable coming to you again in the future when they start having those feelings, right?
Correct.
Because they know my mom is. We've had this talk, and again, it's not only about what you say; it's how you say it. So, like Thad said, you have to know your child, and you have to know how you have to approach that conversation. Because some kids are super smart and they need all the facts. Some kids you can give it to them as bite size and they get it. So, I mean, it's really all about your kid, because every child grows up and their parents' voice is usually their inner voice, right? Every decision and thing that they make in the future, they have their parents' voice in their head, right? So it's important for that voice to be the right voice.
Right. And that's one thing. Man, I'm becoming very, very vocal. Usually I wasn't that vocal when it comes to just certain issues, but when it comes to my daughter, like everything, like, hey, do this because such and such as this. Hey, make sure you follow this protocol because this and this and this. I don't never. I tell her not to do something or to do something, and then I give her a why behind it. Because I'm trying to educate her.
That's important.
Just about life, because kids, to me, anything for his job, for his lifestyle, we all kind of go through different situations to kind of pick up those tools and really building our toolbox, right? We pick up different things with different scenarios in our life to make us better. So why not, if I've already experienced those things as a dad, instill those things into my kid already, so she won't have to go through those same things, because it's already instilled in her that I'm passing on that message. That's really our role for our kids. So when you building that foundation, and when it's really about sex and all those things, they already are comfortable with you because they're already learning from you, and they're already kind of picking your brain about things.
Again, you are their moral compass. Your voice, your views are their moral compass. It helps point them in the whatever direction that they're going to go. So like you said, it's important for us as parents to, number one, grow and learn and not be stagnant in your thinking, because sometimes your thinking can be detrimental to your child's thinking, because we still view things in the lens of how we were raised. And I tell this story all the time. I don't raise my kids how I thought I was going to raise them before I had kids. Because before I had kids, I was like, I'm going to be this way, and this is my child, right? And when I had a child, you can't be inflexible, right?
It's really who they are.
It's about who they are, right? And as we learn how to be better dads and better people, we they're not just baby. They have their own thoughts and personalities and how they view things, right? So you can't be like, don't do it. But now we have to tell them why, because I know our parents tell us, I told you, don't do it. Why? Well, because I told you don't, because I said so, right? You can't do that.
I ain't gonna lie, I do hit them with that air.
Sometimes it's just
my mama also say stay in the kid's place.
Absolutely. That's important.
Ain't for you.
Some old school things are still important, right? Stay in your place. Nah, I'm not gonna explain everything to you, because you know what? You don't even know that.
But some things do.
But some things require, and sex.
It makes sense.
One of those things that is a requirement that has to be discussed when it's
Hey, Phil, what you thinking, man?
No, I agree with everybody there. It's our job to, be proactive and reactive. And like I said, it caught me off guard. I was not ready for it, but like I said, once I got my mindset in the move, and I didn't want to give them all the details, didn't want to give them all the juice. We want to talk about warm apple pie and things like that. But
high school orgy.
But but no, once I got my mind right, we definitely had a good conversation. And like Jamal said, we have a safe space, so you're not gonna get in trouble. Let's talk about it. You're not, just come to me and we can explain everything, and I can try to lead you in the right way.
I don't think there's a safe space at a high school orgy, man.
hey, you know what safe space mean to him? To somebody that's already who been watching porn.
Don't mess with your elbow.
I can get to watch porn safely. I already talked to my dad about it. He cleared it, so we're good here.
We're good to go.
Man, that is hilarious.
Close the door, put your hat on the door. doorknob.
Close the door. Put it down.
Hey, love.
You know what
Sweet
time it is, Dad?
Hey, love Sweet 2 in about 10 years.
Can you imagine have all our sons
Boy.
mess around with the same school?
Man,
Trouble.
Ethan, Landon,
boy.
What's up, man?
That'd be
Listen,
crazy.
Trouble. Trouble.
Absolute trouble, man.
Hey,
But,
just remember that, man. How long ago that was, man.
man, we graduated now. It's been like, what, 14 years?
Hey,
man?
nigga, we don't look it, though.
I do.
You feel it? You feel it?
You feel it, dog? Damn, bro.
Could you do a semester of school right now?
Could I do a semester of school? Absolutely not.
Nigga, hell yeah, I'm ready to go to school.
No, you mean like
Give me
just
16 credit hours.
Could you do a semester?
Hey, man.
Just go back.
As much as I
Absolutely
work,
not.
Once
You
a
guys
semester
go
of college.
back.
as much as I work right now, I do 16 credit hours like it ain't nothing right now, bro. What you talking about? Boy, give me full
No,
load.
you gotta get the
Boy,
details
what you
on that.
I don't want.
I mean,
I don't want to go back.
18-hour credits ain't nothing compared to what these some nine supposed to
Hey,
be 5
18
do.
hour credit
Anime
ain't touch
master.
being a daddy,
Anime master.
working. I'm telling. Listen, man, I've drunk
Right
three. I've drunk 3 bottles of wine this week alone.
Man, I
Like,
swipe my Panther Paw card.
Bruh, it's life. Like being a parent and just this is crazy. So I can do a semester of not working, just being a student.
Boy, let me
Bring it
get
on.
the man. I be right there in Steagles, man, with the shit. Give me some fries.
Chicken on wheat.
Eagles, you took it
Boy,
back.
I tell you, I want a Steagles. Give
Chicken
me some
on
high
wheat.
wings. Right.
Chicken on wheat.
You might see a cockroach running across the floor, but you
Ah.
ain't. Don't worry about all that. You're going to eat.
Yep.
And just reference
That
back,
makes sense.
that versus battle was a soundtrack of our college years. We ain't gonna
Absolutely,
tell y'all when you were in
absolutely.
college, but just know that was the soundtrack. That was our time.
Hey,
we
man.
grew up on all that stuff.
Boy.
man.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm
absolutely.
It
going
was
to tell you right
yeah.
now, boy. Hey, y'all remember that time we was in the masquerade?
Which time, man?
The fight
It's been
broke
so
out?
many-
Yeah, so
It's been so many
it's,
times,
man.
man.
What was playing, dog? It was something, was it?
Was that your freshman year?
I think so. Was that?
Yeah,
I think,
yeah. I was at Morris
Yeah.
Brown, so I remember that because I was
Man,
part of that.
listen.
Hey,
Like,
man, what was that? Hey, what was it, Goof?
Was it crime off?
No, it was always like we some head busters or
Head
throw them
busters, crime
bowls,
mob.
ludicrous. We used
Definitely Lil
to
Jon.
we literally used to have a dance that was a fight, really,
Yeah.
because you used to get in the middle
you
of
should
the
push everybody around.
push
Throw it
everybody
up. I think it
around,
was
throw
throw it up.
bowls.
If you scared in the club, get
Let me
up.
tell you something.
And-
I can be
and-
90
and-
years
and-
old on a cane. If you put on throw it up, I'm throwing that cane.
Yeah,
I'm
And
throwing that
Jerome-
goddamn cane.
And Jerome might
and
have
I'm
been,
jamming.
120
man,
pounds
do-
soaking wet with
push
boots
me,
on. And he
dog.
was
Do
the
push
only one that wanted to throw bowls by
Oh,
himself.
fight
He was
with
going
like-
the crowd
Dude
by
in the middle.
himself. It was almost like he was setting us up for failure. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? I had Big Drip with me, goddamn.
Hey.
They ain't want no problems with me with Big
Big
Drip
Drip,
on my
man.
Y'all
side,
number
man.
times, man. We out of
Hey,
here, man.
For failure, man.
Big Drip, my bodyguard,
on
man.
Thursdays at the bounce, Jerome used to set us up for
Hey,
failure
man.
every time. It
Hey,
never
hey.
failed.
The bounce, I forgot about the bounce.
Hey, did
College
I not,
night Thursdays,
College
man.
night
Come
Thursday.
on,
I used to
man.
have that thing laid out, man.
what about the
Everybody
library?
when I
Remember
walked
the
in.
library?
Real?
I felt like Hollywood.
Library was the
Hey, Phil, you remember that?
I remember the library. I remember the bounce. Yeah, I mean, you get in the middle of the club trying to throw a fight. We caught you in the middle with the
On the east
punch.
side.
That's
Club-
what-
Hey,
hey,
man,
man,
caught
man,
him midair
security
throwing
caught my
stones.
ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's so
Memorial.
Yeah, bro.
Right, not too far from Miss Ann's snack bar. Ghetto Burger.
Listen. If,
Man, I
let me
have
say,
no clue what you're talking
let
about.
me
You like
say
right
this:
across
if
from
we
us.
That was it, man.
if we elect John Ossoff, he said he bringing Morris Brown back, and I think we can go ahead and bring the latex back.
Hey,
That's all I'm saying, man. We should. We ain't from
I'll fuck
Louisiana,
around and go
Texas,
back,
but
go
I
to,
just
get some
definitely want to
African
bring the
studies or
latex
something.
back.
No,
I
that's
signed up for a class.
Oh, latex at the atrium?
Man, come on,
Latex.
man.
Hey, that was the best party.
Hey, y'all remember
Phone
we went to
party?
You might have well
y'all
cut the
remember we
show,
remember the slut party in West Georgia?
Okay, time to cut the show.
Slutfest.
Don't remember that. No,
Slutfest.
don't
It ain't
remember.
what you thought it was.
Back to Bible
Yeah, it
verse.
was.
Thought it was.
Players ball. Georgia Southern Players Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orange Crush in Savannah.
Just know.
Gorilla Thriller in Valdosta.
Hey,
Gorilla
remember
Thriller.
That was my
remember
time.
went down at Tuskegee Homecoming.
I remember. I went to a Tuskegee homecoming.
You were there.
Family.
Man, just know we
I
went
remember
to
that.
we went to school during the most epic time to be in Atlanta, man.
Yep.
It was crazy.
Hey, I
Massive
remember when
Bros.
Obama was president. Remember that? We got stuck on P Street just because.
I was at home when that happened, but yeah.
Sorry for you, man. I was we was all in the
All-Star
Out in the
Weekend.
streets.
All-Star Weekend.
All-Star Weekend.
freshman year.
Oh, freshman year, man. Come on, man.
You can go anywhere.
Yep.
I remember being on I-20 and I can move like
like
an
we
inch for
stuck.
like
We
8 hours.
got stuck.
Street.
We
Yeah.
partied. We got
Oh,
stuck.
Peachtree.
Yeah, we partied.
I go 9 straight, man.
Yeah.
We party like
I
every
drove
party
down
night
Peachtree.
straight.
I drove down Peachtree and Buckhead last night. It wasn't the same. Just
It wasn't the same.
It was
No,
fun.
Peachtree,
It
man,
was
it used
fun.
to be it used to be bumper to bumper.
Yep.
On a normal Friday
On a
night.
normal Friday night.
Yeah.
Especially we
We
got
partied
down
with
there.
our trick that weekend.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did party with Trick Daddy.
Trick, you remember when Trick came to CAU for homecoming?
Hell yeah.
Man, listen, man.
Shit, man, we had T.I. We all had everybody.
Bone
Shit,
Crusher,
what's that
man.
with?
Come on, man. I
What a
remember
time,
Bone
man.
Crusher.
Jeezy,
T.I.
man. That's my
Man,
thing, bro. We don't had all of them.
I sweated at that concert.
Boy.
That was a good sweat.
In the stadium?
Man, come
I
on,
remember.
man.
Hey, bro.
That was a good sweat.
Hey,
A good,
see, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What they even do at the club anymore?
I don't know.
Bruh,
What do
listen,
they do at the club?
I was watching the.
They dance.
Sit on their phones and take
I was on the
pictures.
story last night, and
do they?
Compound,
DM each other.
Compound was wall to wall, and
Yesterday?
everybody like this,
Wow.
just
Yesterday?
rocking right last night. Yeah.
Probably didn't have
Like,
no mask on.
No,
No
it was not a
mask.
mask
You know they
inside.
did.
Atlanta,
As we don't either.
for but
You gonna put that
We all tested
I was gonna
negative.
say, man, make sure you put the disclaimer out there.
No, I got it out there. I said we all
They-
tested
we all
negative.
goddamn don't know what we doing.
I said we tested
Like, we
negative.
living reckless out here.
I just said we tested negative.
Hey, we the real
What else
black
you want me to
fathers.
say?
We the real black fathers of Atlanta. Take
we out
that
here.
shit serious.
We out here,
We out here.
and before we close it out, next week is Thanksgiving, and we want to real quick go around. Everybody say, what are you thankful for? You know what I'm saying? Tell what you're thankful for, and any goals you look forward to next year.
So I'm thankful for my family, man.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking about just, having a group of people who just been down for me and just supported me through everything. 2020 was a tough year in our family. We spent more time, with each other than we ever would imagine we would have. With being all sheltered in place, for several months. It was a challenge, man. It was a challenge, but I'm thankful for them, my wife, my kids, just for enduring me during that time, because I know I was an asshole at times.
That's real.
Because you just get tired. You get tired.
Yeah,
you get fed
man,
up.
it's human
You got
nature.
calls. You doing work
human.
calls.
That's true.
You got to escape from the kids because the kids were chasing around the house and screaming. It's embarrassing. So, but we made it through it, man. We made it through it.
I thought you were about to break out crying.
Shit, it's all kids.
I'm still standing. I'm still strong.
But seriously though, my family though, that's what I'm thankful for.
What you that?
No, I'm thankful for the same thing. I agree with Dominic 100%. Thankful for the family. Just thankful for my life and friends and everything else. But I think more importantly, I'm thankful for today because somebody didn't wake up this morning. So I see holistically. I'm thankful for the family, career, life, the whole nine. But more importantly, I'm thankful for today because I got a chance to wake up this morning, see everybody. Got a chance to even do this podcast, and I know there's somebody out there who didn't get a chance to.
For sure. Thankful. I know you thankful for your grays.
Yeah, I
Gray,
am.
yeah, the gray beards. That's me.
I got a great beard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Great, huh?
You got midnight cocoa bean in your beard.
hey, compliments of shea butter.
Midnight cocoa bean. Then you gonna start talking about me.
Hey, that shit. Hey, my shit luxurious.
I got ashy Larry with my gray.
You know.
But please go ahead. Tell us what you're thankful
Hey man, I'm
for.
gonna let Phil go, man. Since y'all forgot about Phil, man. I'll let Phil go, man. Phil, go ahead,
Okay,
brother.
go ahead, Phil.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, you know what? I'm
His
gonna
son,
piggyback
right
off
arm?
that and-
He said,
Go ahead, Phil.
Hey, I'll piggyback off that, and especially thankful for my family. Like I said, we've been through a lot this year with COVID. Thankful for my health and everybody else's health around us. Still just staying healthy and being safe. Thankful for prosperity. It's a lot of people suffer this year, but me being the business I'm in, we've had a hell of a year, so I'm thankful for that. But last but not least, thankful for peace of mind. Going through COVID and being able to, get away or your family allow you to have a peace of mind and think clearly and strategize and motivate and, move forward with the family. So that's what I'm thankful for.
that's what's up, bro. Well, just to kind of close it out, man. So, I mean, I'm thankful for you guys. At the end of the day, you guys kind of, I ain't gonna lie, keep me sane sometimes. So we all got that support system that we got to depend on sometimes. And no matter what it is, it could be coworkers at the job, it could be friends, it can be your mom, your dad, family members, cousins, whoever. we all need somebody. So, you know, I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate Suze. You know what I'm talking about. Also, my baby Jet, love you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. The biggest things, man, I appreciate, you know, the movement of people this year. You know what I'm saying? It's been tough for all of us, but we've been out here fighting for various things, various reasons, and just out here just kind of be better people, you know. It's amazing, you know, just the vision of what's been happening throughout this year. Right. And, you know, I'm just thankful that it's still people out here fighting a good battle and want to see better and want to see change and want to see better for the future. You know, because at the end of the day, whatever we're doing, you know, it's not about us. The decisions we make every single day is based on our kids, based on us being better fathers, based on us being better mothers, just based on preparing our future to be better people. You know, so I'm thankful that it's still people out there fighting for that. You know, so, you know, just continue to fight for 2020. You know, we're going to finish this quarter strong. Mm-hmm. And regardless of what happened, the years is coming up. One day doesn't change it. One thing. Right. Just because of the calendar flips, that kills me. People say, oh, well, 21 is going to be different.
New me, new year.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
One day shouldn't flip that. You know, you should start right now. Yep. When you can have that chance to actually start then. Right. And I think that's another thing I'm thankful for, just kind of being better man every single year. You know, I'm seeing that matriculation of just who I am and learning who I am, because we all have our internal struggles. But at the same time, you just kind of recognize those things and just try to be better on them. So I thank God for that. So. Yep. You know, just to close out the show, just give God thanks. You know, appreciate everything He's blessed you with, no matter where you at, because it's always somebody's situation a lot worse than yours. Y'all hear me all the time. What I say, it could always be worse.
Yep.
You know, I live by that motto. Right. So, you know, at the end of the day, be thankful for your health, be able to walk around. It's a man with no legs. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful that you can talk, because it's somebody who don't have a voice. It's just a small thing. So be blessed and be thankful.
Yeah, I'm definitely thankful for growth, and believe it or not, I'm thankful for this pandemic, because it has forced growth, and not only myself but you guys, our country, right? So for me, growth, my mindset, how as you guys all mentioned, man, we've spent more time with our families over the last year than we've ever probably before because of the pandemic. So that's kind of the I guess the upside of the pandemic is, you know, that's supposed to all to sit down, to be introspective, to grow, and you should come out of it, even though we're still in it, come out of it a different person. For me, it just told me that I'm stronger than I know, and I've grown since, again, January of this year. So definitely thankful for growth, man. Thankful for for me, I intentionally set out to find what makes me happy, right? Mm-hmm. And as a man, sometimes it's tough because you wrap everything who you are and your family and what you have going forward, right? For me, doing this podcast is one thing that absolutely makes me happy, because it has allowed us to have a voice. It has allowed us to reach more people than we've ever done before, and it allows me to spend time, with my brothers and really talk about the topics that mean the most to us. So I think 2020 for that, because we've discussed this for a long time, and this year forced us to get off our ass and do it. So that's the great thing about it, man. And again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in for another episode. Hit us in our DMs, let us know what you're thankful for. And follow us at the Real Black Fathers of Atlanta. Man. Instagram, YouTube, IG, everywhere. Go follow us, guys. We thank you guys.
Link is in the bio.
We love you.
Sir.
Good night.
Peace.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Can't wait to take a plane ride.
them off for you, baby. Let me take them off for you, baby. I swear to God, I try that ass crazy. Swear to God, I try that ass crazy. Let me take them off for you, baby. Let me take them off for you, baby. I swear to God, I try that ass crazy. Swear to God, I try that ass crazy.
About the way you looking in that dress. Beauty so flawless, baby, it's no finesse. Can't even lie, girl, I must confess. Turning me on's what you do the best, yeah. I never know what you gon' do next. Your body is banging, baby, you're so blessed. No stress, no flex. I'm just ready to watch you undress, yeah.
I can't wait to get you home tonight, girl, and tear that shit up. Then you over facing up real low, what it feel like. I can't wait to sauce you up, so A1, tear that shit up. Girl, I tear that shit up, I tear that shit up, I can't wait to take her panties off. Her panties off. I can't wait to take her panties off. Her panties off. She can't wait to take her panties off. Her panties off. I can't wait to take her panties off. Her panties off. I can't wait to take her.
Back to the crib,
And you know,
I'm on my shit, candles get lit.
and that's when,
I like the weed, she take a hit.
and then she,
Licking her lips, grabbing my dick.
I put this.
Dick in her ribs, dick on her lips. She get on top, swerving them
And that
hips.
shit.
She swallow kids, all of the
You
kids.
know shit.